So douches, just finished all my meetings and all that bullshit. So I'm probably gonna just veg out and all that bullshit. I was basically, I'm not allowed to say that. Allegedly, I was playing Chrono Cross throughout all the meetings and all that bullshit. And it's gonna be hopefully a slow rest of the week. I can just chill. Um, oh snap, made some more money. That's cool. I'm I'm at just under $1,500 right now, and I'm waiting for that shit to turn around. Uh, Again, what I'm trying to do is instead of I'm taking the 1 week chart into account now, and even the 1 month chart. And what I'm doing is trying to find movement swings, and I put out like feelers, like just like like 1 pip a move or whatever. And then if I see like a trend happening, I'll put like 10,000 pips on it or whatever the fuck, because it's all in like thousands of whatever. So I'll put like a bunch of margin, whatever the fuck on it, and try to catch those. And I'm getting better at that. Because the whole point is next time I get all this money back, it's going back into crypto, and I'm putting a significant amount in Forex because I already know some bullshit is going to go on where I need to make money on the move all the time. And that's what I was doing before the first time before the pandemic started. Also, I want to point something else out. There are things that what's it called? I forgot what quote it was. They were like, if you want to like beat the Matrix, essentially, and if they don't say the Matrix, they say like whatever the fuck they called it in the 1800s. You have to either be like a vagrant or like a crazy person because you have to live on the edges of society. And also with that in mind, like you cannot like I just not even gonna get into it. Everyone knows exactly what I'm talking about with the shit I was saying last video. I'm not trying to get into it. I'm not trying to get into it. But everyone knows, like they brag about it, how they are trying to do some kind of like mixing of all of the races to make a lower IQ, smaller, more controllable people race. They're trying to make everyone into the grays, into like these small like little dwarfs that everyone can control and whatnot. So I mean, and again, like I'm not even gonna say like back in the day before I got expelled from high school. Remember, me and Garrett were like drinking and smoking and playing chocobo racing, and we basically came up with the best plan ever. He was gonna bang as many white bitches as possible, and I was gonna bang as many Asian bitches as possible. That's just what it was. We worked out all the math and was like, well, my fetishes lean towards Asian shit, and he was like, well, my fetishes lean more towards white hoey shit, and we were like, wouldn't it be great if I just like bang a bunch of Asian bitches? He's like, I want to bang a bunch of white bitches, and we're like, that's the plan, and that's always been the plan. I don't know what to tell you. That's always been ever since Trina Song or whatever the fuck her name was when I was bumming cigarettes off of her, so I would like build the courage to ask her out, and then I was too much of a pussy to ask her out, so then I started smoking Newports to the dome, and then she started asking me for cigarettes. Ever since then, Asian bitches, Asian bitches, Asian bitches. So, anyways, look, I am not opposed to dating. Like, thank you, K-pop bullshit. Like, fucking it's like they wait until I put out something where I'm not upset, and then they'll. It's so stupid. I can't believe stupid. And then it's embarrassing, and then all that other bullshit because it's obvious that she's not fooling around with any of the people. Like, if I have to be totally honest, there must be. Like, I feel really bad because again, like the way she controls people is to like find people who are like really need the big break. And they've mentioned it enough times to where, DJ McHomie or whatever the fuck your name is, I don't give a shit, is like, one day I'll make it big. And probably in this shitty industry that's all controlled by Hyundai princesses, collaborating with Tiffany is probably a big deal. So I'm not trying to piss on whatever the fuck you have going on. I was never told about any of this bullshit. My money, my niece's money got stolen, and I'm the one pissing in the wind. So I am all for dating Tiffany since last year. Tiffany don't seem like she wants to date me. So you can put out like, oh, when K-pop idols start dating, Priscilla Kwan, that's her name. When K-pop idols start dating, yeah, Priscilla Kwan. When K-pop idols start dating, the fans are being more receptive, all that bullshit. Okay, okay, what the fuck? When are we gonna actually start dating? Like seriously, this isn't a race thing. This isn't a I hate this or that. This isn't a jealous thing. It's a why the fuck are you doing this to me thing. It's like, why the fuck did you could have just said, I have to go collaborate with some people these times and dates so you can be there if you want to. If you can't, I'm still gonna do it, and all that bullshit and whatever the fuck. You could even have scheduled them at times, but it would have been almost impossible for me to get to. That way, oh well, I gave you the opportunity and you just couldn't do it. One too many times at that is just a pain in the is one too far. But like, there's shit you could instead of doing any of that, you just ran and hid and expect me to just deal with it. That's so cunty. Like you think there's no other Asian, and you literally told me you think I don't know. You say so much contradictory. You say first you were like, uh, you can't tell us apart. You think all Asian bitches look the same. Then you said you can't find another Asian bitch as hot as me. Well, according to you, I think you all look the same. So why wouldn't the next Asian bitch look just like you? As a matter of fact, this morning when I was coming back from getting my coffee, I had a little bit of a pep in my step because I met some Filipino bitch with tan skin and long hair, and she was wearing 4-inch, 5-inch heels. So she was like maybe 5'5" in that shit. So she's 5'1", 5'2", and she smelled probably what you smell like right now because you all use the same goddamn skincare bullshit. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. At some point in time, I'm going to venture out into society and run into some Asian bitch, and she'll be like, I want to comb his hair, and I want to do, and instead of like running around with a bunch of fucking losers and being a whore and all that bullshit, she'll just get plowed and pop out babies. I mean, you seem to want to include everyone but me in your bullshit, and then you expect me to fucking go along with it. And, oh yeah, that's just my girlfriend. She does all this crazy bullshit. It keeps me in the dark. What fucking stupid ass shit? You keep on alluding to someone from SM stole all the money. Well, why did you be the one to give me the link? If you want to be technical, the reason why I keep posting all those smutty pictures of her is because the same accounts that gave me those smutty pictures are the same ones that gave me the links to the fake crypto exchanges. 3 of them. I only play along with one of them. And remember when I did a thing about how she wanted to trick me into putting $200,000 into it? She didn't really do that. She stopped at 50,000. I jumped the gun and she was like, "Why are you doing this? Why are you doing more than I told you to?" Because I was purposefully making it grand larceny since you are in over your head and this is your first time doing this bullshit. At least on this level, because you didn't know that was grand larceny. All the cards are in my favor and all I want is clarification. I piss $100,000. You don't seem to be able to. I really feel bad for everyone in the middle of this bullshit. I was never consulted and this is my money. And supposedly that's my girl everyone else is calling dibs on. It's retarded. It's retarded. It's retarded. Okay, it's retarded. It's more retarded than all the other shit I was saying about so that way they wouldn't say I was whatever in my file. That's even more retarded. I'm serious. I don't. All I want to do is settle down with a hot Asian bitch and start a family, and none of them want to do it. They all want to go be boss babes and all that bullshit. Seriously, like on that whatever podcast with the bitch with the hot Thai bitch with the fucking thingy on her head, the bitch I met in the elevator looked just like that, only she was Filipino. I'm telling you, like all the bitches, and I tell you this other thing. Everyone's always trying to impress me with this bullshit. You don't understand. I live in the DC area. My local news is your international news. I don't have to go anywhere for shit. Shit comes to me. I don't know how else to say it. Have a nice day.